Okay, so this is the home inspection video. So I'm gonna go around and I did inspect the carport and everything, and tested all the 50 amp, 30 amp plugs in the carport. There's one outlet's loose. I took apart the sub panel boxes, both of them. I already locked it all up, so I don't want to go in there and open it all up again because it's one key, and they get very anal on keys, making sure the keys put back on the front door immediately. So I did run my thermostat readers and all the ducting and all the vents. The smoke detectors work good. I will talk a little bit about strike plates and stuff. Okay, let's see, let me go around here. I'm gonna make sure I turn everything off when I'm done. Okay, so obviously you're gonna want to get what do we call it? Blah blah blah. I'm totally blanking my thought right now. Shower curtain across here. You can get one of those ones that have the bar you can tighten up against the side right here. There's some damage right here, so I'm gonna definitely look underneath the crawl space area and see if there was a leak and if there's any subfloor damage. Obviously that's quite the leak at one point. So we got a cracked top right here. So it's a good thing I actually do a video because I didn't see that last second. Sometimes these videos are good busy. You re-inspect what you may have missed, and when you're on video, you're always on the spot. So you kind of have to always be on your A game. And like I said, if I do miss anything, it'll be on the report. So this smoke detector actually isn't needed in the hallway, but I'm busy having them in the bedrooms. But it does. It's not technically a living area, so I mean, it's not a bedroom. So, but it looks like it's had a low battery up there. So I ran the furnace, which their furnace is located on the roof. Which is, thank God it's not a swamp cooler, because that would be terrible if it always cause leaks on your roof. We'll talk about your roof in a second. Okay, you want to spray some WD-40 on the track on the bypass door. Pretty simple thing to do. Oh, and that ceiling fan over here is noisy, so it must need adjustment maybe. Let me check. I'm gonna turn it on again. Yeah, it's better off just replacing it. It's not worth, trying to fix it when you can just replace it with a $50 fan. So, turn this off too. These are kind of funky knobs. I think that's it. Okay. So I don't really check fireplaces too much. You want to get a micro nail or a finish gun and reconnect part of this crown molding, which is actually just a trim member over the molding on top. So little, I would say pen nailer would do it too, from Nail Gun. Okay, let me think. Oh, your igniters are not working on your stovetop. And what sucks is that I actually don't have a lighter with me today. So, can't always be perfect. But you can hear that you are getting propane. So, right when I shut up and I'm like, gosh darn it, I don't even have one time I don't have my lighter with me. Is when I actually needed it. So I'm gonna turn these lights off. Okay, we'll go outside in a little bit. We're just gonna go this way. See, okay, you're gonna want to get a. Hopefully, that most likely is a covered box for a 220 outlet for your dryer, which would be a 30 amp, and that's a gas line hookup. But most people don't need gas anymore for dryers, so you're gonna want to make sure you get a outlet for that before you get your dryer put in. Toilet bowls are loose here. See right there. Let's you just take that off and you just refasten it. Did a terrible job on that flooring right there. A lot of times it's these cheap kind of flooring, the male-female ends actually pull apart. Okay, so let's talk about adjusting strike plates. Okay, so here it goes like this. You'll see it all over my reports about strike plates. What you do is you take this strike plate off, you get some pliers and you bend it. You bend that flange out that way a hair. Not too much. You don't want to do too much either. We're going to take it off a couple times at a time. Okay, so we're going to go. Oh, yeah. Let me check the front door. Same thing. Just strike plate. We'll take the same thing off. Sometimes it's better off just to get the ones, replace them with the ones with the actual flathead screwdriver you can use. And it's a lot easier to adjust them that way. Okay, we're gonna go up top. And then I go on the outside for a little bit. I don't want to do too much. Okay, so it's kind of one of those deals like self-closing mechanism is really needed. If if you have no source of ignition here, oh, it actually worked that time. And I just locked myself out. Cool. And little aardvark right there. Yeah. Okay. I locked myself out. So like I said, I'm gonna replace that sweep right there. We're gonna go on the outside a little bit. So you got a center block foundation, which is fine when you're on flat ground. It's gotten a whole lot better than like an old house where you'd be on the hillside and you had no membrane against water erosion. So I haven't even done the crawl space yet in this video. So I do that last because I don't want to get everything dirty in the house. So you have about 3 to 5 years left on your roof. You got 3-point ventilation. You got gable end vent right there, you got ridge vent, and you got soffit E vent. So you got plenty of vents, good ventilation. Some of the plumbing vents will have to be replaced, or storm collars, not the plumbing vents. I think there's 2 of them, which is best to do that when you get the roof redone. Right now is probably a good time to reseal that one, which you can use Henry's sealant, or even Flex Seal Goop, which would be fine just to go right around the storm collar. Okay. Keep going around here. I'm only gonna do the outside for a little bit, so like I said, if I miss anything, it's gonna be on the report. I don't want to bring my tablet on the roof. I'm just always terrified of it falling down or breaking. So Volcom spray is a good spray to try to reseal a lot of these gutters or downspouts, especially the elbow locations. I did run my gas detector and there's no leaks, but a lot of those on-demand hot water heaters, because it's in a vented closet, it's gonna smell like it's leaking, and it really isn't. So we're gonna go out that way real quick. And I still have to go up top. There's so many freaking doors or room. This house is all spread out. It's kind of crazy. You're gonna miss something. Okay, so let me see. Let's go up here. All right, so let's talk about the deck real quick. So Trex decking composite system this is one of the first Trex decks which I have in my house. Is that the TNG, which has actually been discontinued because water will actually sit on top. But if you do end up replacing this, you will have to add new joist members in between, because you can't go more than 16 on center joist layout for 5/4 Trex member decks. So 5/4 is 1-inch standard thick Trex. Sorry, I'm so out of shape. I just went up the stairs, running down back and forth. So I think it's chasing my 2-year-old around is what's doing it. Now he's 3. So, anyways, so deck's still in good shape, but this kind of Trex deck, which is kind of like a hollow style, was a TNG. It's actually less weight and dead load on the joist members. Okay, so lock that up. I'd really recommend get rid of this carpet right here, especially next to the shower. That's just ridiculous. They should have ran hardwood floor all the way out into the closet. Doesn't even matter. Just toilet bowl again. All right, so make sure I turn some lights off. 2. I don't want to leave anything on for this realtor. Or actually not for any realtor, to be honest, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to the back part of the house real quick, and then I'm going to finish up the crawl space. Okay, so you might smell a little propane when you're running things. It's common. I ran, especially for these on-demand units, because you have your vent right there, so you're gonna smell it. Instead of having the vent go up top, you know, through the roof, so you're gonna smell it more often because you got your vent right there. Ran my gas detector to make sure there's no leaks here, and there was none. I believe your tank over there is about 30% right now. All right, well, that is it with the video. I'm going to finish up. Thank you.